Proud of our kids. Very proud of the gutsy effort down the stretch. That's how our games are going to be. You know, our youth comes into play a little bit. We're still gelling together. We got to get better on defense, but that's how our games are going to be. And to finish off a good team and beat them is what we want to do. That team beat Wyoming, and Wyoming was 11-2 or something to that effect when they beat them. So we'll take it. We'll take it.
Coach, talk about the defensive effort there in the second half. You held them to 22%.
You know, and it's funny because we felt that we should have played better defense as a staff, and then we look at the stats. You know, we dug in well. We switched when we had to switch. Their ball screens didn't hurt us as much in the first half. And when 44 tried to post up, you know, we made it difficult for her. She hit a couple, but she also didn't shoot as good a percentage second half as she did the first. And that's her go-to player. I thought they also missed a few outside shots that they hit in the first half. So we made them speed up a little bit with our press, I thought. I thought they took some shots that they probably wanted back, and then we got rebounds, so that was good.
Was the press kind of the difference in the second half?
You know, we pressed the whole game, so I just to slow them down a little bit. You know, there's times when we ran our press, and I looked at the shot clock. There was like 14 seconds left that they had to run their offense, and that's what we wanted to do. They're a very well-coached team. That's a good team. That's a team that's going to beat some people, and I thought we did well.
How impressed were you with Whitney Johnson's performance?
You know, that was the best I've seen Whitney play, and that's what we expect from Whitney. She really went to work, and we really emphasized that the last 2 days. We wanted to get a post presence. I didn't know Diva wasn't going to play. I really thought she was going to play until shoot-around today, and she just couldn't go, and it surprised me. So, you know, Whitney went in there and did a great job, and her teammates did a great job of helping her and getting her the ball, diving from the top, and then getting offensive rebounds. So that's the Whitney Johnson we know, and I know she's a redshirt freshman and she's still learning, but she's going to be a heck of a player.
How about Antisha? What she had tonight?
You know, I thought she had some nerves, but I tell you what, I think we called a timeout with maybe it was 30 or 40 seconds left. We were running 4 out. We kind of wanted to work the ball. She comes off a curl screen and just hits it. And, you know, you kind of go, well, she's on stride, so you don't tell her not to shoot that. But, you know, do you run clock, do you not? And it's a funny philosophy. Mine in that situation is if you have a layup or a good shot, I don't care what the clock says. You want to score. Some people say, well, wait till there's 10 seconds, but you might not get the same shot. I thought it was a great shot on rhythm, and that was ball game.
To bring up the bad news, unfortunately, the first half, it seemed like you guys had the same old problems with a lot of turnovers. And
Yeah.
couldn't get into rhythm.
Well, our turnovers, there was 21. We had 12 in the first half. It's just too many. You know, playing at home, I don't know if that had anything to do with it. You know, we have a few offenses we ran, but I thought, you know, the one we ran in the first half I'd never seen before. And, you know, if they read the defense, great. But, you know, we just weren't in sync. We weren't in rhythm. And, you know, at halftime I told them, you play harder in practice. And it's one of those things, and I don't know if this is it or not, but they don't need to be afraid to fail. You know, if you go hard sometimes you'll overrun a closeout. Sometimes your adrenaline will get you that you shoot over the basket. Something happens when you go hard. It's usually good, but I told them, don't be afraid to fail. Just go hard and good things will happen because your teammates will pick you up. And I thought the second half we did that. And they weren't afraid because I thought their teammates did pick them up in the second half.
Last 3 minutes of the first half, you kind of had Antisha playing point, and it seemed like it actually went fairly well.
You know, she's worked on that, so it's not something that we haven't done. Bryce got a pretty bad Charlie horse, so we wanted to just kind of make sure. Actually, that was the second half, wasn't it? Yeah, you know, actually the first half, and I'm trying to think, I had taken Bryce out, and I forgot why. But I put Antisha at the point so Caroline could come off a couple of screens, and she actually did pretty well. I thought we won the last 4 minutes of that first half, and that helped us. And then the second half, I liked our start. You know, we started strong. They had to call a timeout. We kept winning those 4-minute segments. You know, the biggest thing, free throws and take care of the ball.
Coach, how much of a pickup is it to go into this 1-week break with a win rather than?
Yeah, it's huge, and that's a great question. It's huge. You know, I mean, you got Tish right back there. You don't want to be 0-3 going on the road. And, you know, we had a tough beginning of the schedule. We came back and went to work. Having this game, they deserve it. They should have a smile. They should feel good. They should hold their head up. We did some really good things, not only the last 5 minutes, but the entire game. And like I said, I'm proud of our kids. I'm proud of what they did. And, you know, this is a good win for us. It really, really is. That's a good Boise State team, and this is a very good win for us.
Without any questions, Coach will make a quick statement on San Diego State staying in the Mountain West.
Go Aztecs! You know, it's just, like I said about Boise, we're happy to get them back. I mean, for me personally, Beth Burns is a mentor and she's a friend to me. And not playing her every year would be really tough, I think. Coach Fisher, who has been around for a long time and a very good man, and having his teams come and play Coach Alford's and having 2 top 10 teams or top 15, I think the rivalry is a natural rivalry. I'm ecstatic that they're back. I'm glad that they're coming and staying in the Mountain West. They bring a lot to the table. And, you know, who knows if this whole thing is done yet. But if I could predict that, I'd win the lottery. So, you know, San Diego State, it was a great day to learn that they're coming back. It really was. So welcome back, Aztecs, and we'd love to have you. Good deal. Good luck with this next one.